Hey yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. live on Team TRF TV. And I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And yo, we live in a universe where this is happening. Yeah, would have done it last night. Had some chicken, got greasy chicken in my stomach, and went nap nap. So we got to get on this now. I'm gonna say this just so that we lay a baseline. Normally, I would not be covering a thing Injustice, and that's just simply because I am not invested in the DC universe like that. Now, it's a whole different thing when me and Jay get together and we talk about what's going on in the Arrowverse, what's up with Gaiam, but I'm not really invested in Injustice like that. I don't play the game like that. I just beat the story mode for the first time like 2 months ago because I finally got to sit down with a PS4, and it's weird that if I want to unlock costumes and stuff, I have to have a cell phone and play a mobile game, and I think I've talked about this before. This, however, is a whole different thing. The TMNT are an important and integral part of what makes me me. So yes, when I saw the thumbnail, my mind exploded. I freaked out, as any Turtles fan would, because the Turtles are an Injustice now, and this is a thing. And I really think, honestly, this might be the time after we watch the trailer and discuss it, that I got a little something, a special little mini history lesson about Triple when he was Littler. All that stuff, I'm going to have some links to some stuff that we just going to discuss at some small length because of what's going on, and I want to figure out who this other character is. So I'm going to say this, though. Just one more thing before we get started. Now, again, like I say, I normally don't take a look at Injustice. And again, it's because my link to these characters aren't what other people's link to these characters are. Now, they was talking about like, yo, we got them we got Arrowverse skins coming. We might make a video about that. Because the first game had Stephen and Melody as the Hood, but long before he became Green Arrow and all that stuff, the mobile game had the Flash and the Reverse Flash skins and stuff, but I'm really surprised that when the seasons dropped, we didn't get a Supergirl skin with Melissa Benoist. We didn't get nothing from nobody from the Arrowverse, and it's kind of weird. Even with the Arrow in the game now, not the Arrow, the Atom in the game, we didn't get nothing from that boy. So it's like, I don't know if this game is really gonna be linking up with the Arrowverse like that. But it'll be interesting to see, because even though they say this is it for characters, they talking about the Justice League skins coming. So there's some hope. There's some hope for all of that. But enough talking. We'll watch the trailer. I'll give you a little history lesson. I'll link it to something, a little bonus, something related to this. Let's do this thing, alright? Let us do this. Okay, a lot of logos and stuff. Let's just get to the point here. Okay, Raiden getting knocked into a thing of oil. Black Manta laid out. And that cigarette they was talking about. Who was this chick? Okay, there the Atom is. Okay, who is Shotty right here? Huh? Okay, they just staring at each other like, deep, long, and look, I'm going to beat you up now. Is that? I think that's Enchantress, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's her, alright. So, interesting choice, though. I'm like, that's an interesting choice. What? What the? What the hell? What? Okay, so we got Enchantress and the Ninja Turtles and Atom, dog. This is insanity. Why? Okay, hold up. Because we finna run this back for a minute. We finna run this back because I'm trying to catch voices because we got the TMNT original Nick series just ended, and now they sitting up here promoting Rise of the TMNT, where Raph is the leader now, and he played by the dude that's on Ballers or something. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. It's like I'm like, it's just nuts. I'm like, they got Katarina Graham as April O'Neil, and I'm like, yo, I love the Vampire Diaries. They got my boy from Marty Khan. Y'all know about that show about Marty Khan, House of Lies. They got Clive from House of Lies on there. I'm like, yo, wait, what? This is insanity. So I'm gonna watch this part back one more time. Okay, hold up, let me see. Okay, so I didn't recognize none of those voices at all. I didn't recognize none of those voices. None. So it's probably against the internet. Probably at this point they've had all night to scour this video and do all this and stuff. Actually, quickly, we can actually check that because I'm just gonna do something special. I'm gonna go to behind the voice actors because if people didn't try to put this stuff together, then you would think some information would be out and stuff. So I'm gonna see if they got something on this yet. So let me see, cause one of they top news stories is about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice cast. So let me see. Oh, they ain't got nothing for okay, cause no, this is stuff, movies, video games. Wait, what is this? Is this one of those? Hold up, cause I'm gonna look at it. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is this one of those Toys to Life games or something? Like, I don't believe this is happening right now. Oh, it's it's an Android game, I guess. Voiced by the original cast and stuff. Okay, so voiced by the last cast of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I guess that is indeed a thing, but they ain't got no information on who is who for Injustice yet. So they ain't got nothing on it for this Injustice stuff right now. So, but yeah, so that's what it is right now. I'm like, I don't know what you want from me at this point, but I did promise y'all a couple of things. I did promise y'all a throwback story from when Triple was Littler. Alright? I don't remember this, but moms kept documents on me, right? Like when you would I don't know if y'all are familiar, but in the Loog you had to test. You went from preschool and you had to test to get up in kindergarten, right? So from this paper that I remember reading a long time ago, because my mom kept this stuff, was during this kindergarten test, right? They asked all the children to draw their heroes. Now you got kids in the corner drawing their mommies and their daddies and firemen and police cars and all this old stuff. I drew Leonardo. When I was a little kid, Ninja Turtles was my life, dog. I wanted to be Mikey so bad because he is the best. You really thought I wasn't finna do something with the Turtles or something at some point? I'm just waiting to get the tech together because there are things that we need to talk about, things you need to see, and there are some games outside of the original NES version and Turtles in Time and stuff like that I really want to show y'all what it's really about. And then a nice little segue just for the hood is let me see if I can pull this up. I gotta go to this link real quick. I gotta go to the link here. Let me see. Go to my watch threads so I can go to this because I want to tell y'all what this work is. I want to tell y'all what this work is. Now let me see where that link at. Oh, they added all the stuff in. You got some folks over there on SRK sitting up here trying to do the dirty work for tournament fighters on Super Nintendo. Like, they trying to add the remaining cast of the tournament fighters on Sega Genesis and NES and new characters. Right now, what they've gotten to is they have sat up here and added more than one color, because the history behind that was the original Super Nintendo version only had like one color technically that was slightly different, but you could select it only in the mirror matches. Then a couple of months later, which has always been a thing with Konami, when they released stuff in the US first, they added stuff to the Japanese version called Mutant Warriors, and they gave Oscar a different sprite which shows off that booty do, and you can also select the second skin by pressing start. What this hack has done, they sat up here and just added mad colors that you can select with left and right. And I've been meaning to play it, but I haven't had anybody to play it with, and I want to show it off. But I will put a link in the description. So if you want to get down on this work, I got what you need. So I'm just saying, Turtles everywhere. I'm going to come back and sit down and ultimately talk about the Tales of TMNT and stuff after I sit down and watch it. But I got so much backlog, it's insane. I know I need to sit down and watch and put that to a close, because I really want to go in the rise of the TMNT with some curiosity with the way they put in the characters. And you got Raph as the leader. Somebody listened to Turtle Power from the first movie and was like, yo, let's finally do this Raph as the leader thing. Talking about that, I need to play Out of the Shadows. I own it. I played 5 seconds of it just to make sure it worked, because I plan to make a video, and then sometime when I got ready to make that video, that's when that stuff happened with that PS3 I had that broke down and stuff. That still got a comment right up there where I wanted. But I plan to do some. Jay been wanting to do some work with the Turtles. I've been wanting to do some work. There are some interesting things we can do, and some fun games in the lineage, and some dumb games that we should just equally take a look at. If you're looking for something to do in the meantime, the Game Boy Advance version of the Turtles movie game, that game is mad legit. Mad legit. A shame you can't get that remake of Turtles in Time, which wasn't that good, but it had some bright spots in it. How about that? So, just to review what we have done and where we are going today, the TMNT are in Injustice. You got Enchantress and you got Adam, and those are going to be your final characters. So, I don't know. I really think they should go back to Mortal Kombat, actually add Freddy into it, because I really need to see Freddy versus Jason. I know that that Dead by Daylight game, I think it's called, got Freddy in it now, and it got Jason. It got Jason in there too. I don't know, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting day. An interesting day indeed. So that's it. You learned a little bit more about me. You know, I'm hyped for these Turtles. I'm like, yo, I don't own Injustice 2. But see how quick I own Injustice 2. I'm like, let me, you know what? I'm going to say this. I got the mic. I'm like, the thing is that I don't appreciate Injustice, the series, as much as I do. Because I played a little bit of the first game. I read some of the comics and stuff and things like that. And I'm sitting up here again wondering where Constantine and why he isn't playable and where Static at, because he in the mobile game but not in the real game. I don't know. But they supposed to be bringing the Dakota-verse back. It's a little too late now, because Ed Boon like, we ain't making no more characters. Okay then. There is indeed that. But weirdly enough, I remember how hype I was when Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe came out. Like how mad hype I was for that game, dog. That game was fucking crazy, and it's so sad, because I don't know if y'all know the story of they weren't able to, you know what I'm saying, because Midway was getting sold at that point, that they were supposed to be, I think they were supposed to add what? I think it was Harley, Nightwing, and Johnny Cage, right? I think. Let me see, hold up, let me see, because I know I'm not remembering that correctly. I know, because I think I'm remembering those were the characters that were left on the floor. Because let me see if Wikipedia has anything to say about it, because I know that was news. That was news. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and Quan Chi and Harley Quinn. But I remember hearing Nightwing being thrown in there, and Wikipedia say something about Kung Lao and Doomsday. But I remember something about Johnny Cage and Nightwing being in that mix. That's something that I just randomly remember from throwback places, which ain't what they used to be, or whatever. But regardless, I've talked too much. I'm like, I had to watch that trailer. I had to get in on his work, and you know it had to be done. And we did it. I would sing the Dora We Did It song, but I will not subject you to that because we did it. We did. See, I just gave you a little bit. I just gave you a demo. The rest of it you'll have to pay for. Don't get out of here. Plenty of work coming today. You know it's Saturday, so you know it's work coming. I got catch-up work that need to be catch-up on work, and work that is work. So how about that? Get up out of here. You know it is the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, live on Team GRF TV, and of course I'd like to thank all of you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks Zone. Now, I don't know if I should say cowabunga, pizza power. I don't know, because see, this is important. I have to get this ending right. You have to nail this landing right. You just have to. Let me see, because pizza power, I think cowabunga would be the thing to do, but I don't know. But I have to make the hard choices, the hard decisions, just so that I understand how to close out this video. But I think I got this. So let's run it back one more time. Just for funsies. Of course, once again, I am the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me for this special installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that being said, Turtle Power!